Hello, my caregiver friends. I am so happy to see you today. So the 1 year anniversary is coming up in 2 days. I cannot believe it's been a whole year since many of us have met, or at least, spent quite a bit of time together over the past year, and I couldn't be more thankful. So for all of you who have been following my shows and learning and growing and hopefully implementing, I can't thank you enough for being here with me. I really, truly appreciate each and every one of you. Today, I'm going to have a free gift for you towards the end, so make sure you stay tuned. I have a free gift. And today, I want to talk a little bit about the caregiver journey, because we all have a journey, we all have a story, we all have a path, and our lives take so many twists and turns, and many of them are very unexpected. So we have our caregiver journey, we have our life journey. There's so many journeys that we endeavor on, and I want to talk a little bit today about the caregiver journey. And before I do that, I want to I've already thanked you guys. I want to welcome anybody who might be new to the channel today. I want to say that we are all really, really glad that you're here. And, while I might have tons of great tips for you, you can also get great tips from the community that we've started and from each other. So rely on each other, talk to each other, okay? And I want to say welcome to the channel. And I hope that you subscribe. It's free. Hit that big fat red button down there. I think it's red. Hit the subscribe button. It looks like this. I hope it's not backwards. It's not backwards to me. Is this backwards? Type in the chat. Let me know if this is backwards, will you? And ALZ. I'm interested to see. Is that backwards? Anyway, so subscribe. It's free. And I would certainly appreciate it if you would subscribe and become part of our family, be one of us, join our awesome group that we have going here at Answers About Alzheimer's. This channel is dedicated to, and maybe I should revisit that. It's been a while now. Maybe I should tweak it and make sure. But the channel is dedicated to helping caregivers, both professional and family member caregivers, to get through this journey, come up with new innovative ways to provide care, to help create a better environment, both for the caregiver and the person with dementia who is really struggling. Because when they're struggling, it affects us and we're struggling both, right? It's definitely a marriage there. One struggles, the other struggles. So when we help one, we help the other. We help both. So a lot of times I'm trying to teach from the person with dementia's perspective. But today I want to talk about the caregiver journey. And these journeys, in most cases, are really tough. I just recently had a post from somebody. Actually, it wasn't a post to me. I think it was on another channel that I sometimes offer advice to people. But the post had talked about, my family they're newly diagnosed, okay? And they're talking about how some members of the family feel like the other brothers and sisters are projecting and looking at the future as dismal, difficult, hard, challenging. Whereas this person is just saying, well, I will figure it out as it comes. I'm not going to maybe put all those bad vibes out there. And, there are some scenarios where people kind of glide through dementia, right? They don't have a ton of behavior problems. They have a very happy, demented person. But that's not the norm, right? And those of us who have experienced it, most of us know that's not the normal. So my recommendation to this person who was posting, because they were the one that wanted to keep this positive outlook, I said to them, there's a difference between preparing, strategizing, learning, preparing, getting ready for, as opposed to ignoring. That's not what I said at all, but I mean, you get it. But so my point was, the earlier you start preparing for what's happening, the better off you're going to be. Because once you're in those situations, it's kind of usually escalated, right? Most of you have probably been there. So I think if at the beginning of this disease process we get more education, the better off we're going to be. But that's neither here nor there. So the caregiver journey, I've been on this caregiver journey. Oh my God, have I been on this caregiver journey. So my mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and she was on the 20-year plan, which is the extreme of how long this disease process goes for. They usually talk 20 years is the max. The average is 8 to 9 years. So my mom was on the very, very slow progressing scale of dementia. And therefore it gave me a lot of time to learn and prepare and grow and kind of progress as she did as needed, whereas other people are like thrown into it like a fire, So there's all different levels. And so the caregiver journey, I mean, sometimes it begins where we start realizing there's a problem, or we're noticing that things are progressing. So we decide that we're going to be the caregiver because we have a big heart and we love our family and we want to take care of them and we have great intentions. And it's like, oh, I'm a caregiver and I'm doing all the right things and I'm taking care of my loved one and I'm going to step up and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. And at first it might be, kind of great. You're cooking meals and you're taking care of them. And then after a while, that caregiver journey, it kind of changes, right? It's kind of like Christmas when you're a little kid and you get all these presents and it's great. And then you get older and you just kind of get money and then you have your own kids and then it's like a chore because you got to wrap all the presents and do all the decorating. So things change, right? So your caregiving journey might start out okay. Oh, I bring them a few meals and take them to a couple appointments and blah, blah, blah. And then the next thing you know, you got to be over there every day. Now you're wondering about safety and now they're resenting you, right? So the caregiver journey changes. We start out feeling like the hero and then it changes. It changes. Type in the chat. Do you remember when it changed for you? Do you remember starting to feel resentment, anger, frustration? I want my life back. Why is this happening to me? I don't want to do this. So the caregiver journey changes. And it's okay because it's going to change. It's going to change. You can't stop it from changing. So what we have to do is, how we have to adapt to the disease process? We also have to adapt our caregiving journey. We have to go with this caregiving journey. And we have choices. A lot of times we don't think we have choices, but there's always choices. So when your journey starts changing, if you start resenting and hating the position that you're in, if it's affecting other areas of your life, then you need to start changing your journey path. And you can. You do have control over your caregiving journey. And no one else can decide this for you. This is a one-off, right? A one-off decision. If you're getting to the point where you're resenting, arguing all the time, frustrated, they're frustrated, you're frustrated. I mean, goes both ways, right? What might be best for them might not be best for you. What's best for you might not be what's best for them. It doesn't matter. You have to think of both of you. And you have to think of both of you individually, and you have to think of both of you together, which is not easy. Caregiving's not easy. You all know that. Put that in the chat. This is not easy. You can even put an expletive in there if you want to. So the caregiving journey changes. Like first we start out, we're the hero. We might even enjoy doing the caregiving. We're doing what we feel we should be doing. We're stepping up to the plate. Then it starts changing. We start feeling like we're missing out on our own lives. Put that in the chat. I feel like I'm missing out. This isn't fair. I want my life back. I have my own kids. I have my husband and I are getting in arguments all the time now. Dementia destroys marriages too. Not just the relationship between the person with dementia and the caregiver. It can also destroy your other relationships. And you have to take that into consideration as well. There's a lot to consider here, isn't there? So the caregiving journey, start out like a hero, start out strong. Next thing you know, you're under stress, you're exhausted. You don't want to do it anymore. And that's normal. It's normal. And it sucks. It definitely sucks. There are decisions that have to be made. And like I said, everything's a choice. So I have a couple videos. One is called, Should I Put My Loved One in a Nursing Home? One is, I think it's something about feeling guilty. I think I've done a couple of like that. Maybe I have dementia. I can't remember all these videos. I shoot an awful lot of videos. Anyway, so try not to stress out about your caregiver journey. We're all on a journey. We're all on different journeys, and we're in different stages of our journeys. But can you see the horizon of your journey? Okay, first of all, we know this journey's not going to last forever, right? Because they're going to pass away. So between now and then, what do we want to happen? And what do we need to happen to make that a happier, healthier, more memorable, rather than a guilty feeling journey? Would they be better off in a nursing home where you can come and visit and keep visits happy and upbeat? Can you maintain that at home? Or is there too much resentment and anger and things like that going on at home? How can we change the journey to make it a more positive experience for everybody? How can we do that? So type your ideas down the chat. And this discussion, we can keep having this discussion online. So let's keep the conversation going. It's a journey. The path will end, and a different path will take off, right? Our whole life, our whole lives, we have different paths. You're going to come to a T in the road. You got to go right, you got to go left. Maybe you can't go forward. But we have to decide our paths, and our paths intertwine. And in the long run, they make us who we are. Because you know what? My path made my path made a lot of different turns that I didn't expect. And if you've watched my story, you know. But our journeys make us who we are. And if I didn't take that journey, I wouldn't be here helping you. So as horrible as that journey was for me, and as much as I still struggle with it today, it has brought me to you, and it has brought me to be able to help so many other people. So that's where it's at. So you don't know what your journey is going to bring to you, right? Okay, so I would love it if you would subscribe. I have a Facebook group if you'd like to join that. It's called Answers About Aging and Alzheimer's. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. But I have a free gift for you today. It is actually a caregiver quiz, and it's called Avoid the Care Snare. So this is a little quiz that you can take, and it will give you an idea of what your stress level is. And this is actually from, I think it's from AARP. Yeah, AARP. So I took it from AARP. Actually, I didn't take it. I paid for it. But this is available for free for you on my website at answersaboutalz.org. There is a link below in the description. You can literally just, there's like a sentence and it says more, just hit more and it'll pop up. And then you just click on that link. It'll take you to the website, and then just look for the free downloads, or I don't know what it's called, but I'm sure you can read and you can figure it out. And you can download this for free. And I highly recommend this to you. And this might be something you might want to print a few copies and save them and maybe take them every so often, right? Might not just be a one and done deal. But go to the website, answersaboutalz.org. I'm so glad you joined me today. I hope you subscribe. I hope you come back. I hope I see you again. Welcome. And again, for those of you who are returning, I love to see you, and I love to see your comments all the time. Let me know where you're watching from. I love to hear where you guys are watching from. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Together we can. Bye. You too can have these amazing results, guaranteed. Join us in disrupting the memory care industry once and for all. To see if you qualify for our program, go to answersaboutalz.org and book an inquiry call.